Only on Eyewitness News, the Target 12 investigators are tracking the alleged path of deception by an accused con man named Crook.
The Pawtucket man has a record going back a decade, and we've been tracking new developments in his case for months. And tonight, one of his alleged victims talks exclusively to Target 12 investigator Walt Buteau.
One alleged victim says Crook put a magic spell on co-workers. Others describe him as a smooth talker with charisma. And while he was wanted for an alleged scheme here in Rhode Island, he was arrested for another 1,000 miles away.
I had no reason to believe that anything I was doing was illegal.
Marcus Crook was bold enough to go on camera with us after he implicated a local attorney in a crime that was just dismissed, and convincing enough for Pawtucket resident Christine Miller when he came to buy her daughter's motorcycle in May.
He just seemed like a really just genuinely good guy.
Miller tells us she listened to Crook talk to the financing company that held the note on the motorcycle, believed that he paid it off, then took a check from Crook to cover the difference for the sale price. She says Crook also convinced her to hand over a check and cash for taxes and registration on this car, with Miller telling us Crook texted her about it. What you think? And fully loaded with navigation and sunroof. A short time later, Crook's checks from the motorcycle deal bounced.
Oh my God, my heart sank. I was with my daughter and I'm like, oh my God, we got conned. We got conned. And so I said, I need to call the police.
Pawtucket police got the motorcycle back, although according to Miller, it was damaged from an apparent fall. Police charged Crook with check fraud and obtaining money under false pretenses. And Miller soon found out about Crook's long record, including 33 warrants with his name on them over the past 10 years. Would you ever have thought you could have been conned?
No, never. But who thinks that? That's the whole point, right? Cons con you.
Shortly after the checks to Miller bounced, Crook moved to Florida. Chiefland police say he went to work as the general manager of a car dealership under an alias with someone else's social security number. Then in September, Crook's rap sheet got longer when he was arrested on several charges and sent to the Levy County Jail. Crook's now former supervisor at the car dealership told Target 12 Crook, quote, put a spell on his co-workers in what he called a Ponzi scheme that involved embezzling just under $40,000.
I'm sure he's taken advantage of people in a lot worse situations than me.
Miller holds little hope she will get her $1,500 back.
I was just so glad he was in jail. If I don't ever see that money again, I don't care if he's behind bars.
Crook is currently held on $20,000 bail on 4 counts, including identity theft and a charge of fraud, swindle to obtain property. We're told the outstanding warrants in Rhode Island involve charges that do not carry the ability to extradite him back here. With the Target 12 investigators, Walt Buteau, Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Walt. This investigation continues new on Eyewitness News at 6 when we talk exclusively with the lawyer for another one of Crook's alleged victims.
At 6, the Target 12 investigators tracking an accused con man named Crook. He was convincing enough to prompt the arrest of a local attorney who has since been cleared.
And now that attorney claims a forensic examination of his phone shows he never sent the incriminating text messages that put him in cuffs. Target 12 investigator Walt Buteau has the details you'll see only on Eyewitness News.
State police have told us they stand by their investigation, even though the 11 charges against the Johnson attorney were dismissed. But the now former suspect insists new evidence shows the alleged con man named Crook conned state police. This is the phone Robert McNellis allegedly used to send incriminating messages, according to his attorney and twin brother, who tells Target 12 this is the first time he's seen the device since it was surrendered to state police 10 months ago.
Her record matches.
Ryan McNellis says Atlas Investigations picked the cell phone up from state police after the charges against his brother were dropped last month.
It came to me in a sealed evidence bag.
Audrey Gouras realized the phone had been off for quite a while after she charged it.
And when I did, the first message that came up said that that phone hadn't been backed up in over 40 weeks.
So nobody had touched it?
No one had touched it.
After McNellis was arrested, Crook told us text messages proved the attorney was part of a check cashing scheme involving McNellis's client account.
I had text messages back and forth between Rob and I. The state police aren't going to go and arrest him and charge him with 11 counts just on the word of me.
But the incriminating messages were nowhere to be found on McNellis's phone, according to the forensic examination. State police claim they were not fooled and that the evidence pointed them to your brother.
I believe the state police were fooled.
Gouras tells us her examination would detect even deleted data, and she says it is virtually impossible to completely get rid of text messages from a device. And according to the McNellises, the messages compiled in the Atlas report are a perfect match to the records from the cell phone company.
Because the odds that Atlas and Sprint would miraculously come to the same number of text messages on the same day, the same times, is beyond Powerball odds.
State police would not comment on whether or not their investigation ever forensically examined McNellis' phone. With the Target 12 investigators, Walt Buteau, Eyewitness News.